Breaking news. Sean Diddy Combs was arrested by the feds on Monday, September the 16th, 2024 at a New York City hotel. He was arrested as the result of a federal grand jury indictment of him on unknown charges at this point. So we don't know it's a sealed indictment, so we don't know what the charges, what he was arrested for. So we still need to find that out. But in the meantime, I just want to say that before I proceed in this video, this is not a defense of Sean Diddy Combs in any way. You know, my personal opinion of him is that he has done some low down-ish. But what I'm basing this video upon is what we know and what these charges are about. That's what I'm basing this video on, of his indiscretions. What are these charges based upon here? This exact arrest here. So that's what really I'm basing this all upon. I'm not basing it on his any of his past indiscretions that don't have anything to do with these charges or anything like that, or nothing like that. So I just want to make that clear. Just a little background to put more context to this whole story on Diddy's probe by the feds. We know, like I said, I'm giving a little background. We know that two of Diddy's properties were raided by the feds in March of 2024. His LA home, his LA mansion, and his Miami mansion. They both were raided by the feds in March of 2024. There also was there was a tape of that depicted Diddy of beating up, physically assaulting. It's a sickening video, physically assaulting his then girlfriend, singer Cassies, in a hotel room, in a hotel lobby. So he does have some things on him right there, amidst all the other lawsuits against him for various nefarious activities. So he does have a history of accusations, I would say, that has arisen. They're arisen years ago too, but has come back to arise again in this past year. Singer and his then girlfriend Cassies' accusations really had a big impact as far as on the media perception of Diddy. She first made these claims not only about the physical altercation and the physical abuse of Diddy in that hotel lobby, but she also made several other outrageous accusations against Diddy. In my opinion, most likely most of it was true, but she first made these claims in November 2023 as part of her civil lawsuit against Diddy. Interesting thing we gotta know about the Cassies accusations. She couldn't file criminally at the time when she came out because the criminal statute of limitations had expired at that time when she first came out with her accusations in November 2023. So she could not file criminally. So she chose to file a civil suit, which is about nothing really but money damages. The money is the reward for winning a civil case, just in case you didn't know. Although that video of Cassie being beaten badly by Diddy in that hotel lobby publicly was released publicly released in May of 2024, the incident itself actually happened sometime in the year 2016. So that's what made it any criminal prosecution of that incident. That's what made it out of the statute of limitations, because at the point of when she first came out with these accusations against Diddy, amongst other accusations against him, in November 2023, it was already outside of the statute of limitations. Eventually, Diddy and Cassies came to a financial agreement of settling the civil claim that Cassies had filed against him, and it was settled for reportedly several $1 million. So so they both mutually came to the agreement to settle that civil case for several $1 million. Not long after that video came out in May 2024. So, yes. An interesting thing, though, with all the claims against Diddy and the egregious things and egregious acts, other acts he's supposedly done against all these people and all these lawsuits that's against him and all this, to my knowledge, the only one associated with him, and the main accusations against him that he settled with was Cassies. To my knowledge, he hasn't settled with anyone else that has made accusations or claims against him. So I just want to put that forth. Bringing it back to the present day situation, where Sean Diddy Combs, as I mentioned at the top of this video, was taken into custody by the feds on Monday, September the 16th, 2024, for unknown charges at this point that resulted from a grand jury indictment. So we don't really know the details of the arrest. So at this point. But we moved back to the present time, like I said, the arrest of him by the feds. One thing that I noticed, like we don't know the details of what the indictment, the grand jury indictment. We don't know the details, but I find it interesting that when the feds raided two of his properties, the one in LA and the one in Miami, there was no arrest for Diddy at that time, and that happened in March of 2024. So we've been months going on, and the feds have been allegedly investigating Diddy for a various amount of accusations and allegations against him. But here we are in September of 2024, and they arrest him based on a grand jury indictment of a grand jury sealed indictment. Now, I also find this interesting because a prosecutor has the right to go and have a preliminary hearing in front of a judge to almost get the clearance to move a case forward by their evidence and this and that. Or they could take the route of a grand jury, assembling some people, some registered taxpayers together to present evidence to secure an indictment. So there's two avenues they could take, a prosecutor can take. Now, I'm not being cynical here, but I'm thinking like I know that in a preliminary hearing, the defense gets to present evidence as well in a preliminary hearing. So you got opposition in a preliminary hearing. In a grand jury in grand jury proceeding, there is no opposition from the defense in those hearings. It's just the prosecution side. It's the evidence or the allegations against the defendant. So the defendant doesn't get a say in a grand jury hearing, or his lawyers don't get a say in such a hearing. It's interesting that they would take that avenue, especially if they had, or they feel they had indisputable evidence against the defendant. But that's their right to take either or avenue that they want to take. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So I just find that real interesting. But it is what it is. There was a grand jury indictment for charges we don't even know at this point what they are. So I just want to tell everyone to just hold on before you start to get into everything. everything like you think you know what's going on, or you think you know what the charges are about, or you think you know what this indictment is related to, before we actually know what they're actually charging Diddy with. We're all in the dark at this point. So I can't wait till they release what the charges is based upon, or what the indictment is based upon. I can't wait. I'm interested. My mouth is watering for them to put out what the charges is based upon. So and we could proceed from there. But we know that this social media and all this and everything, and the tabloid media, all types of media, is gonna run wild with this story. Diddy is arrested by feds. At this point we don't know why, but then all these other claims come up from these various people of all these accusations, allegations over the years against Diddy. And so we just need to hold off a little bit, because we don't necessarily know if this is smoke and mirrors, or this actually meat on this bone here of these charges. Because this could just be the big great hype right here of him getting arrested by the feds on this case here. And like I stated at the top of this video, I'm not saying that Diddy is a choir boy. My personal opinion, I don't believe he is. I believe he has done some low-down-ish over the years, over his career and everything, to get where he's gotten. I think he's rolled over some people and did some low-down stuff, most likely. But I'm just trying to deal with this singular arrest by the feds here that happened on September the 16th, 2024, and what those charges are, and examine it from that standpoint. And that's all I'm trying to do, and that's all I'm attempting to do. And I'm gonna leave all the rumor and gossip and innuendo to other platforms. But that ain't what we do over here. That ain't what I'm trying to do over here. I'm trying to state more facts and stay more straight-laced to the story. So again, the story was Diddy was arrested by the feds on September the 16th, 2024 for, at this point, unknown charges. And we just gotta see what happens from here. And yeah, that's about all we got right now. And I'll see you in the next one. I just wanted to break this news. I'll see you in the next one. And until then, peace! And I'm out.